it's time for us to talk a little more, politics and the campaigns. And we have in the studio joining us this morning, Mr. Tony Ejezie, who is the FCT coordinator, Peter Obi Support Network. And the question simply is around, the campaigns. How far, so good? So far so good. How's it been? And we would be talking about the principle, with the extension of the PVC collection and all. How would they take advantage of this? Good morning, Mr. Ejezie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Iheanacho. My pleasure.
I would first start off by saying Happy New Year to you. I haven't seen you this year. I haven't seen you before, but I mean, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to Nigerians. Happy New Year to FCT residents.
Absolutely. Now, so you've been coordinating the Peter Obi Support Network in the FCT. Yeah. How's it been for your team? Looking at the FCT people, would you say you've been able to make inroads into the FCT?
Thank you very much. First, let me just tell you a little about PUSN, as it's popularly called, Peter Obi Support Network. It's actually international. Yes, it's actually international. The conveners are here and abroad, and we have structures in all the 36 states and FCT. Fortunately, I happen to be the one coordinating for FCT, and I have a vibrant deputy too. Now, when it comes to how we have gone so far. At least I can categorically tell you about FCT, the campaigns that we are supporting. There are a lot of other groups doing wonderfully well for Labour Party. As we speak right now, our team, they are in the grassroots. Within FCT, there are some villages that I've never heard of, I've never known. I've had the opportunity to be there. Right now they are there, and people are keen into it. We are getting more like, say, converts from other parties to LP. This is what is really happening right now.
Your party is one that is famous for saying, the people are the structure, the people are the structure.
Of course.
And we wonder how, because people would also tell you that the other bigger political parties that have been able to, establish their bases at the grassroots levels for many years, it would be hard for you to convince somebody who is who his party is like a religion to him. I mean, that's the only thing they've known from maybe 1999, and they've followed this party for a long time. How do you go about convincing such people to join your campaign?
Let me tell you something. When you said some of them take their party as if it's a religion, most of them are not like that. All of them are not like that. You have seen one person, a group crossing from party A to party P, PDP to APC, and vice versa. For them, it's not religion. It's just about their personal and selfish interests. Now we're talking about structure, and I've said this thing over and over again. I've said it before. The structure that we're talking about, okay, if they say they have structure, which is buildings, as according to what they said, and all of that, we will have the humans. It's the humans that do the work. This is a studio. If you are not here, nothing will be happening. The computers will just be on or just be there, lying, follow. Nothing. You are the real structure in the studio. And then their own structure, if you look at it very well, it is money politics. They feel LP is a new party. We don't have the money. They are in control of the national resources, the national cake. They share it as they like, and they can do and undo. That is why you see a lot of those two major aspirants. They are so bold and they're so arrogant in saying that they must win. They are going to take Nigerians, and all. It's the kind of statements they make. That is the boldness. But we in the Labour Party, with the leadership of our principal, by the grace of God, who is going to be president after the election, by the time the election is ended, Peter Obi and Ahmed Dati. It is about issues. You are a medical doctor, for instance, and I come to you and I tell you that I have headache or I have some kind of ailment and I need treatment. You shouldn't be asking me how long did it take me to get to your office or to your hospital. We are talking about direct impact on the lives of citizens, the Nigerian economy, so many things. The structure we have are the human beings that believe that a new Nigeria can be born. And that is what we are working towards. That is what we are doing. And nobody, every right thinking person should and must key into that, unless you want this thing to remain as it were, the same thing, the same style. We have had, there's a movie called The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. We have had the bad, we are now having the ugly. Now let's try the good.
I don't know what you mean by the bad and the ugly, but let's take this conversation a little further. There was a report recently that your party, the Labour Party, hasn't been able to submit party agents who are going to work for the party and supervise or monitor the elections at the polling units levels for many polling units. You haven't been able to coordinate that. And when you say you have the structure, you have the people, why is it so difficult for you to be able to submit names for those who are going to be standing at the polling units to ensure that things don't go wrong, especially for your party? As
I speak to you, I'm not supposed to be saying everything here, but those are propaganda that people from the opposing parties, they want to use to dissuade voters, especially those who have not made up your mind which party they should vote. Instead of telling them, why would you even go and vote or campaign for this party? They don't even have agents, so don't waste your vote. It's better you waste your vote on a good thing than to put your vote on a bad thing. Those things are just propaganda. We have everything complete right now as I speak with you. I've seen that has even been dispelled. It is not true. It is not true. We have agents all over. In fact, in some cases, you see people, instead of having 2 or 3, you see like 5, 10 people. For instance, in my locality, we have 10 people have volunteered to be agents there, and these 10 people, they are checked and their background and everything, and they are like, we know that they are confirmed LP members, Labour Party members. Those things are propaganda. Don't listen to such rumors. They are just people that are trying to dissuade, to tarnish the image of Labour Party, to make us to downgrade. No, it's not so. It's not true at all.
Now, with the engagements in the FCT, the last we heard was there was a rally, in the FCT. Are there any other plans to engage FCT people? Since we're talking about FCT, you're the coordinator of the network. Are there any other plans in the pipelines to engage Abuja or FCT voters before the election proper?
The plans we have, I will not tell you all.
Okay,
because we're not going to tell you our own strategy and all of that. But I can tell you that we are convincing a lot of voters. Some people are sitting on the fence. Some are already coming on our side. Like I said before, FCT categorically, you can mark my word, come February 25th, LP, Labour Party, is taking the Senate, the House of Reps, and even the presidential. I am sure of this one.
What's your confidence? What gives you
the
that
confidence? Is that you can't, don't you see around that?
Because we've in the Senate for FCT, we've had one senator in the FCT for several years.
That is why we are going to change it. What has that senator done for?
Do you think
he's an indigenous person? He's an indigenous senator. What has he done for his own people? What has he done for his own? That's on his check. The senator.
If his people were not happy with him, they wouldn't have voted him all these years. They will go back to the polls to vote him even in 2019.
Now let me tell you what a lot of people don't understand. Those votes for PDP, APC has never won Abuja, if I'm correct. Those votes are majorly from those in Labour Party now, presently. That is why I am telling you that is why they are in a shock. They are running helter skelter. Those votes, no other party has won FCT apart from PDP.
But this time around, the area councils, the APC.
We are talking about Senate now. We're concentrating on Senate. An area council. It was just recently that even APC won. But as per Senate, that is the reason the man there has been there over time. But this time around, it's going to change. And we have a capable person running for senator, who is will be difficult for the PDP to win, to beat. Mrs. Ireti, King Gibe's wife. I've met that woman. She's soft spoken. She has the human heart. I tell you, go and write it. PDP, APC will not win Abuja FCT.
That's what you say. That's what you say.
Confirmed.
Would also give the APC and the PDP opportunities to come in and also talk about their position. I'm sure they're going to also say, oh, the PDP or the APC would win the FCT.
Do you know the difference between us and them?
What's the difference?
We work on statistics. We work on facts. They work on. They work with propaganda. A lot of propaganda. That is what they rely on. But we work on fact. If it's not possible for us, we'll tell you yes. It's not possible, but we can get a chunk. But I'm telling you confidently that Labour Party, FCT is for Labour Party.
Okay, you work in fact. You work in fact. Can you tell us the number of Labour Party registered voters, or I mean, what do you call it, registered members in the FCT?
Registered members in the
registered members of the Labour Party in the FCT.
Do you know why I cannot tell you? It's online. It's per minute, per second. Even as I was coming out this morning to the studio, 3 people have called me that they want to get registered. I sent them the link. So right now, what we do is basically at the end of every month we'll now check. We have plenty people coming on board. Many people coming on board. People are tired of this system. I'm sure you are also tired. Everybody's tired. We have tried. When you are doing same thing over and over again, trying to make change, you can never get that change. You have to try something different so that you can get that change that you require to do. PDP had done, APC had done. It's not about turn by turn. And these two parties, they are the same same side of one coin, same two sides of one coin.
But your presidential candidates and even the vice presidential candidates all moved from the same party.
Fine, there are ideologies again. That is where the ideology go. If I am with you, and for instance we are in the same school and you have an ideology that is different from you, it does not mean we will not graduate from that school. But at the end of the day, we have to find our ways. That's what has happened. Ahmed was the PDP. Yes, P2P was there too. But they found out that this same system cannot continue, and if it continues, Nigeria will go nowhere. We'll still be inside the valley. We'll still just be in one place. We cannot move. That is the reason they have opted to move away. Look at how their primaries went. It's all about money. If I give you $1 million to vote for me to become your party flag bearer, what do you expect when I win? Would you have the effrontery to come and tell me that you need road to be done in your village or in your local government? You will not. But I'll tell you, I've settled you. And I'm going to make back that money, whether you like it or not. Is it not better for you to go with that person who is selfless? He's actually spending his own personal money. A lot of us, a lot of the support groups for LP, for Labour Party, personally I've spent, even if it is to buy a recharge card, even if it's to say, okay, we have gone for a rally, let me take the feeding of 10 people. It is our own selfless contribution.
Let's bring in callers. Well, we've been talking with Mr. Tony Ejezie, FCT coordinator, Peter Obi Support Network, and he's quite vibrant and energetic the way that he speaks, and the confidence exuding from the man is something. Let's have you in the conversation. If you make comments and you want to make contribution to the conversation, 09073 530044 and 09087668888. That is 09073530044 and 09087668888. It's the political season, and politics is the subject of conversation everywhere. Nigerians are concerned about who takes the mantle of leadership at national level. Seems like this time around people are not even worried about who the governors are going to be and the senators, but these are the very important people. Now I'll bring you another question. So people say, look, why is the Labour Party just jumping everywhere, getting and telling people that they're going to win the presidency when they don't even have senators and House of Assembly members who are going to at least support and push executive bills, and that it's a big possibility that when the president when if Labour Party wins,
Thank you for making
they
that comment.
they would be if the Peter Obi wins, for instance, he could be impeached in a matter of hours. I'll bring in a caller before you respond. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. What's your name?
Imola is my name. Calling from Italy.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
It's been a nice discussion. It's been a good movement, so to say. But what I want the Labour Party coordinator to take cognizance of, the election is being run in Nigeria. It's not run only in the central city. What are they doing as per the remote area sample? We have the bulk lot of the vote that makes whoever in Nigeria comes to power. You know, it's talking about what is done in NCT, Abuja, Lagos, and Enugu that makes you be a president of the country. It's the youth that is driving this motorbike in Kahana Muda. Doesn't he have the understanding that there is a need for a change in Nigeria? And something to require education when it is the remote area of Ogun State. That he needs a change that we have denied him to know and be conscious of. Because we never gave him education and awareness. So he will still collect money and for whatever movement you call it, it will still be whoever that is treating him wrongly that he will still go for. I want them to think seriously about this.
Okay.
And everybody in the system has gotten the right to vote, whether he's ignorant or educated. So he's not, and he's a function of number.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Like the submission, it's a function of numbers, and the numbers would always determine who wins. I say politics is a game of numbers, and the minority would have their say, but the majority would always have their way.
Yeah. Let me respond to.
Please respond.
Let me respond to him. Thank you very much for also bringing this point. We are very much aware of this that you have talked. Why I'm here, I'm just representing P2B Support Network as the coordinator for FCT. We are actually talking FCT, but I can assure you that it's being replicated in every state, local governments and wards. We are not just the only group, we have over 200 support groups. And then the Labour Party itself is also organizing and working towards that. So, my brother, it's good to know you that you are obedient and you're in support of this. Please, we are working towards that. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Okay, join the conversation 090. Oh my God, we're running out of time. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Now, answer the question on the National Assembly and even the state levels, the state assemblies. What is your party going to do? Because if people, as people talk, they say, "Oh, don't worry. Even if he wins the presidential election, he could be impeached in a matter of hours."
Why are they so scared? They already know that he's going to win. Fine. Remember, he's a president. He was the only, when he was governor, Peter, when he was governor, he had how many numbers? In fact, he was the only person on one party against the state assembly. And he was there for 8 years. Despite all the courts troubles and all of that, he still did his 8 years complete. What matters now is the kind of people that are going to be there.
But he was successfully impeached, and if not for the court, he wouldn't have come back.
But the court knows the truth. When somebody, if they gang up against you, and then you go to the court, and the court sees the reason why. Are you saying our courts are not doing their work? They're doing their job. They gang up against it because they didn't get what they wanted. When they said to furnish the governor's lodge, they hyped it by almost 500%, and the man said, "No, let's cut this thing down." He actually did it in less than what they quoted. So most of these things, those normal kind of contract awards, we stopped them. Those are part of the reasons they said, well, let's remove this man and bring in somebody that will share the cake. No time for sharing cake.
No time for sharing cake. Let's bring in this final caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's joining us?
Thank you very much. Morning to your guest.
Oh, Paul, good to have you.
I like the confidence of your guest this morning because I don't know, he's motivating the obedience outside here. Let's do the right thing.
Thank you.
My friend, you see, in this country, let him win now. Let's see. You see, there's what we call power of the people. If Peter Obi win and get to that, that's so wrong. They can't just wake up and say they want to impeach you. They can't just wake up. The only thing you see in this country, but what he wants to do, you see people leaving their own parties and moving back to Labour Party.
Exactly.
It will happen. And then now, what I just want the obedience to do is to be calm. Be calm, to be aggressive in doing your own campaign. Let us not be exposing Peter Obi to some negative things. Like this that we are always complaining. Once you say anything about Peter Obi, somebody will start insulting. Somebody will start insulting you. We don't need all those things. Like the proof that you are heading, I want to believe that this thing has gotten to the grassroots.
Paul, wrap it up quickly, please. Yes.
Let's continue with it. And then at the end of the day, it's simple question I want to just ask. Even if this thing doesn't go our way, I hope Peter Obi will accept the result and move on.
All right.
And then lastly,
Paul, I'm sorry. Paul, I'm sorry we are out of time. I'll have to let you go now. I'm really sorry. Thank you very much. Yes, that question very fundamental. Would your supporters be able to, take the outcome of the election if it doesn't go your way?
Number one, by the grace of God, it will go away. But if for any reason it doesn't, and we find out that the rule procedures, no rigging, nothing, it was a natural clean, I'm sure our principal would accept that.
All right, Tony Ejezie, FCT coordinator, Peter Obi Support Network. Thank you so much for talking.
Can I have the last word?
Last word, please.
Please, my last word to Nigerians. There are a lot of PVCs lying there in the INEC offices nationwide and world. Please go and get your PVC. It's not enough to be obedient. It's not enough to just support Peter Obi and Ahmed Dati. It's not enough to support the Labour Party. It is enough to get your PVC and vote on that day. Thank you very much.
Come out and vote on election day. Thank you so much again. Thank you to every one of you who has been a part of the conversation. My name is Iheanacho Prince. See you on Monday when we come back to talk more on the polity. Keep it with us.
Eagles 102.3.